it's hard to beat 400 other runners by 50 seconds. So our women are number one, and they have a really good shot at winning the national championship. Our men are number 6 in the country. So from one poll to the next, we were ranked 21st. We won the conference championship pretty handily, and we moved all the way up to number 6. Mark Shaw is our top runner on the men's side. He's just a sophomore, but he would have an outside chance at potentially winning the national championship as well. So come Saturday, keep your eyes peeled, and maybe we'll have some more good news to share with you all on cross country. You probably know that we just blitzed through the conference volleyball tournament over the last few days. And we're heading off for the opening round of the national tournament this weekend. So I think we'll start with volleyball. We'll just have an update there on awards and honors. And to give us that, welcome our head coach, Jason Munoz.
All right. So this last month, we ended the conference. I just had a couple matches since the last time we met. We finished off with some wins there, and we went right into the conference tournament. Girls have really been playing well, and so we took care of our 3 matches in the conference tournament and wrapped up the regular season title as well as the conference tournament title. And along the way, we picked up a few awards. Our senior setter, Sonia, she picked up the MVP of the conference as well as the setter of the conference, which is a huge honor for her. And she was obviously first team all conference. Then we picked up the defender of the year for the conference in our senior Danny Chase, and she was also first team all conference. And then our sophomore right side, Mariana, she picked first team all conference as well. And then aside from that, we had 2 second team all conference honors, and Stephanie Nell, which is senior outside hitter, and Holly Randall is a senior middle hitter. So we ended up getting 5 all conference awards there, and finished up with the tournament title, so they were very happy with that to meet that goal. Moving on now, we'll head to San Antonio tomorrow. We have Our Lady of the Lake University at 1 p.m. on Saturday, so it'll be a tough match, but I think our girls are excited to play them and get another shot at them. We played them earlier this year and didn't have our best match, and so we're really looking to return the favor and get the win when it matters to move on. Win win on this Saturday will put us at the final site for the national championships in Sioux City, Iowa. So we're hoping to pick up this win this Saturday, and then we turn around and leave the next Saturday for Sioux City, Iowa. So, are there any questions or anything?
Jason, I have a question.
We met one of your new girls that coming in January.
Yes, Liz. So Elizabeth McVicker, she'll be a transfer middle hitter. She spent some time at Royal Roberts University and did really well there, and so she's pretty excited to come in and join us in the spring. She's going to do some very good things.
No, the girl from Marlowe.
Okay, Chandler. Yeah, and then we have another girl, Chandler. She'll be joining us in January. She's a defensive specialist coming in to join us as well.
So each of the conference tournament matches, we sort of had dominant first sets. What's the key to that?
Our girls normally just kind of, I guess what I always tell them is we don't want to give any life, we don't want to give any hope to the other team. And so, for us, we feel like coming out and making a statement in the first set goes a long way, because we don't want to have them getting sort of. So I think that's just a mindset that we really developed over the last several weeks. Get on them early and then just kind of stay at it the rest of the day. Well, thanks a lot for the support, and hopefully we'll go get them on Saturday.
Okay, then we're going to move on to basketball, and you may, those of you who are sort of everyday fans, you may notice that Coach Overton sort of comes in and says hello, and then off he goes. One of our big challenges is balancing academic requirements and class times and practice availability and gym time and all that kind of thing. So as it turns out, women's basketball can only practice on Wednesday at around 12 or 12:30. So the good news is next month Monday, and Bo will have much more time to kind of come and give you a women's basketball update. But we're already, I think, at least 6 games in on the men's basketball side. So we're going to get an update on men's basketball now, and to do that, we're going to call on our head coach, Vinay Patel.
Well, we had a rough night last night. My assistant, Ryan Litzinger, he's back there. Go ahead and stand up. He's new this year, so I want to introduce him. Ryan Litzinger came up and he's doing a phenomenal job. I can't brag on him enough, but he's been doing a phenomenal job for us. He reminded me on the way over here, hey, well, at least we won the games that count, because we dang sure didn't win the game that didn't last night. So we're off to a really nice start, 6-0. You know, we built our schedule in a very unique way this year. We really wanted to challenge our team early because we had so much back from last season. And so, you know, we went right away on the road. We played Langston. They were number 19 in the country on November 1st. And that was just a phenomenal game, phenomenal atmosphere. It was a packed house, and we went over there and beat them. And then for homecoming on the 4th, we ended up playing Southwestern Oklahoma State University from Weatherford. So they came down to play us, and you know, we got up 16 with about 4 minutes to go. It was the 3rd game of the week, very early in the season, so conditioning, I thought, played a part into that, and we ended up hanging on to win that too. So, you know, a very difficult start for us as far as challenging schedule, but the guys really stepped up. You know, Mark Howell, I brought him for a reason. You know, he kind of has been the catalyst of getting us going these last couple games. And I don't think he always gets the credit he deserves sometimes. And I'm really hard on him. He plays a point guard position, and I'm very hard on my point guards because I want them to make big plays and they can't make mistakes. And so Monday, Mark probably had the best game so far in his short career here. He had 8 assists to 1 turnover. So when you look at the points per game, you don't always see it for him, but he helped us with over 20, 25 points just on Monday alone because he's distributing the ball to other people. So he's been great. He's really good on defense, and I think the best is still to come for him because he shows it every day in practice. And I told him probably about game 5, game 6, we're going to knock some of that rust off, and he was going to start showing it. And that's exactly what he did. Monday was game 5, and he probably had his best game he's had for us so far. So our team is very good offensively, which is uncharacteristic of the teams I've had in the past. I'm used to having really good defensive teams. And just okay offensive teams, but we're scoring 97 points per game so far through 6 games. Cracked 100 several times. I keep telling our team, man, I think we can score 110 if we just get some stops. The good and bad thing about our schedule, we played a ton of games. Bad thing is we haven't had much practice because it's been a game, the next game, another game. Now we get a week off to kind of fix ourselves, and that's what we talked about in the locker room last night is, okay, what do we need to improve moving forward if we want to win big this year? And for us, it's really defensively. We got to improve. And I think that will really improve our scoring as well. So got a nice mix of returners and new guys. You know, Terrence Benom's back from a torn ACL that he got in January last year, fully recovered. He had 38 when we played down at Langston, so he had a phenomenal game down there. 21 of 21 from the foul line that game as well. So that was a phenomenal game for him. And then Luke Dunbar, who blew his ACL in March, he's back. He's probably about 85, 90% back now. He's still recovering slowly but surely, and we're trying to catch him up, but he's kind of missing the first or second explosive step still, and he's been working with Jack, our strength and conditioning coach, 3 times a week, 7 a.m., doing agilities and things like that, trying to catch up with some of that explosiveness before class every day. So I think we're getting there, and when we add him back, you know, he scored 50 points in a game last year against USAO, so that's going to add just another scoring punch to what we think is already a very deep basketball team. So I think we're really fun to watch. If you get a chance to come out and watch us, we don't have another home game until December, but our next countable game will be November 29th over at Randall University in Moore, Oklahoma. So we'll play in about a week at Commerce, Texas, in another exhibition game against Texas A&M Commerce, another Division II team. And so we'll see if some of the things we work on over this next week will show up when we go down and play on Tuesday. So any questions?
You got some new players coming in, second semester.
We got a couple new guys. They're already here with us practicing every day, but we have a post player, Eric McCollum. We think he's going to be a big factor for us inside. He's 6'8", about 230. One of the best rebounding post players that I've seen in probably about 7 years. So we're really excited about what he's going to bring to the table. And then we have a very long wing. Will Robinson came in from Chicago. He's about 6'4". He was one of the top 3-point shooters in the country as well. And that's something we really wanted to improve and focus on improving from last year's team to this year's team is really our perimeter shooting. So, any other questions?
Will they play in the second semester?
They will. They will. As soon as Kelly Perry back here deems them eligible, they will be ready to go. So as soon as she signs off on them. So no pressure, Kelly.
Let's go, Kelly.
Anything else? All right. Well, and one last thing. Coach Munoz, he doesn't always give himself the credit he deserves. It's always hard sometimes for a new coach to come in and do the job he's done. But I work with him every day because we share the court with them and other programs as well. But he has done a phenomenal job this year. And I don't think we always take time to stop and say that, especially for a new coach to come in, put his own system in. He completely changed what they did from last year to this year. And he was in my office quite a bit because I'm still kind of new here too. This is only third season for me. But really excited about him and the opportunity they have in the national tournament. Excited to see them compete coming up. So congrats to you two, Coach.
Well, all right, and tonight we have our first wrestling match of the year, our first duel, I should say, match. We've already hosted 2 or 3 wrestling tournaments, and if you didn't have the idea, virtually every day something is happening in our arena. And this week we wrestle. We played basketball Monday. We were off last night. We have wrestling tonight and tomorrow. Women's basketball Friday and Saturday. We don't have anything Sunday, do we? We have a day of rest. So, since we're starting our first men's wrestling duel tonight, we're going to get a quick update on men's wrestling. We're going to call on our head coach, C.J. Campbell. Come up here, Coach.
It's been a while since I missed you guys, so how's everybody doing? First, I'd like to say thanks for your support. We couldn't do the things that we were able to do without you, so I'd like to appreciate you guys for all your support and efforts with us. Started the year off 2 weeks ago by hosting an OCU Open college tournament. We had just under 300 wrestlers there competing in all divisions, junior college through Division I. And had some injuries and then some weight management stuff and some discipline issues that kept us only putting 6 guys out on the mat that first weekend. And we wrestled 10 guys the next weekend at Bethany College at their open, and we ended up with a freshman tournament champion, Chase Vincent, kid from UConn, that stepped up and wrestled big all day, made it to the finals, and won a pretty heavy match there to win his first college tournament of the year. So we're excited to see big things come from him, and followed that up. Second place finish from one of our seniors, his name is Brock Williams. He's from Lawton, MacArthur, and he's kind of sat behind one of our national champions, All-Americans, for the last 3 years, and finally gets his chance to shine this year. So he was in the finals of the tournament, and ran into a pretty tough point there, finished second, and then they put a new rule in this year where you're only allowed to wrestle 6 matches in a day. We used to wrestle 8, 9 matches in a day, whatever it took us to get through a bracket. You end up on the backside of the bracket, you end up wrestling a lot. So our heavyweight was a junior, Bryson McGowan from Holbrook. He made it to the 3rd place match of the tournament and had to forfeit that match due to match limit. It was an interesting situation because his opponent had also wrestled 6 matches, so it was a double forfeit in that situation. Nobody really won there, but so that's going to be a unique and interesting role that we're going to have to get used to. A little less wrestling for the guys. It might be good for longevity and keeping us a little free of injury. Got the home duel tonight against UCO, so we're excited about that. We're going to have to forfeit at 125 because of the concussion protocol. So we got a kid that's just finished concussion protocol that's going to have to sit out tonight, but he'll get a chance to wrestle the #1 kid in the country tomorrow when we face Lyon College. So we're excited for both of these home duels. If you get a chance, 7 o'clock, come out and watch us wrestle tonight and tomorrow against UCO. And and then against the number 20 team in the country, Lyon College out of Arkansas. So expect good things from our guys this year. We've got a fairly young team, but we've got some good leadership and some talented young men in the lineup that are going to have a chance to make the national tournament and hopefully get on the podium. Any questions for me? Anybody? All right, thanks y'all. Have a good day. Happy Thanksgiving, and come watch some wrestling tonight. Come on.
All right, Tony, are you ready to draw some door prizes? Will you guys come up and hand these out? Yeah, just come right up here. So before we do that, just a couple of final reminders. I did mention women's basketball. We host a classic this weekend. So the games are 6 and 8 on Friday and 1 and 3 on Saturday. I also want to remind you that every year we do a canned food drive to benefit Skyline Urban Mission. We're 8 or 9 years into this at this point, maybe 80 or 90 tons of food into it at this point. I neglected to remind you of that when I invited you to our luncheon today, and by next month our drive will be over. But if you come to any of our upcoming games, or if you want to help us support Skyline, that'd be great. We'll be happy to come pick those items up. I have to tell you, Skyline, there's so many worthwhile groups that work with our underserved populations here in Oklahoma City, but they do a heck of a job, and it is very fulfilling for us to be involved in this. So if you can help us, that'd be great.